live with Deryck Whibley from Sum 41. What's going on?
Hey, checking out the wall.
The wall of covers.
But I guess like these were like newspapers originally, right?
Yeah, originally they started off as like a newsprint edition, and then eventually you'll see, I guess, right here, they started going to the magazine format.
I actually own this one.
Do you really?
Yeah, and it's like a newspaper, but it like folds out.
Yeah, they're really
so it comes
big.
like this, and then, yeah, it just like turns into a thing.
That's awesome. Where did you get it from?
I bought this on eBay years ago.
And what was it about? Oh, it was just the Beatles.
I mean, obviously a big Beatles fan, and I was interested to see what Rolling Stone was like back then.
Yeah.
So I just went on eBay and I thought that was a cool one. And I was going to buy more. I don't know why I didn't, but I don't know.
Well, it's really cool. There's, you'll see in this section of the cover wall, it's all very colorful and illustrated. And then as you round the corner, you start seeing more of the photographs that you're kind of more used to seeing.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely like one of those things like you could just stare at this section for
Yeah.
like you could be here forever.
No, of course. Do you watch superhero movies? You got like the Hulk right there.
I do not. No, I know. I mean, you know what? I used to like Hulk when I was really young.
Yeah.
But no, I don't watch any of the new superhero type movies.
Don't worry, I'm not a big superhero movie fan, but there are so many people that are.
I know. I kind of get like people that come down on me a lot because I don't really watch that kind of stuff, and I don't know. It's not really my thing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I didn't get into comic books, and I don't watch Star Nerds and stuff like that.
Yeah. So instead you got into music.
I maybe, there may not be a lot to me, but yeah, I kind of just really like music. That's about it.
When did you first start getting into music?
I think I was always into music from a really, really young age, which would have started with the Beatles, which came from, parents and grandparents and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like as young as I can.
Ah, there we go. I had like the stream was kind of stuck for a second.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, what's going on with it? It was working, but it was just stuck on my end. So I was like, what's happening? Wow. So yeah, so you guys are in town because you're on tour.
Yes.
How's that going?
Tour's always great. Especially this album cycle.
Inspired you and still continue to inspire you?
That's tough. I don't know. Because I think things can inspire you for different reasons. Like, I don't think we sound anything like the Rolling Stones, but they're inspiring to me.
Yeah.
And then I was just gonna say, one of my favorite bands is Aerosmith. They're really inspiring to me, but they don't really have any influence on our sound.
Right. Well, that still can be, an inspiration doesn't have to be a direct.
Is probably one of my all-time favorites. And we don't sound anything like Petty, but we get to Metallica. Maybe there's a couple of Metallica riffs that we've had to steal for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, this is when you start getting into like the late 80s, early 90s. You start seeing all these like really cool bands. Someone asked if Underclass Hero will be released on vinyl.
I mean, those kind of decisions, what comes out on vinyl is never really up to us. That's usually like a record.
Someone asked what the first album you bought that you remember.
That would be Guns N' Roses, Appetite.
Ah. Did you get it with which cover? The controversial, like...
No. I know that one, but no. I mean, just the regular one that everyone knows.
Yeah. someone asked if you had any advice for a young up-and-coming band.
I mean, there's really, I don't know how to give advice really, because like everything, music business is changing so much, and it always changes.
Yeah.
But the one thing that doesn't change is that you should always just do what's in your heart and what you believe in, and play the music that means something to you.
Absolutely.
That's really all that you can do. Hope for the best.
Absolutely. I feel like everyone who is asked that question gets a very similar response, and that's the one common thread with like a lot of people that come in here. They're always like, just be passionate about what it is that you're working on, because then it doesn't really matter like
Now I don't recognize some of these. Now I'm sort of out. I've never seen that one.
the Gaga.
Yeah.
It was a David LaChapelle. So someone asked if you were able to be in a band besides Sum 41, what band would that be? Like, I guess in whatever band, whatever time, whatever.
I don't know, because I don't really think about that. But when I think back to like high school, what I wanted to be in so bad would have been the Doors.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So I'd stick with that. And I think that'd be a fun band. I mean, I don't think I would make it because I mean they're all really phenomenal musicians. So it's not really. I don't know if I'd fit in.
Aw. Well, you know, in
if
the
I was
hyper.
a really, really great musician, I'd like to be in the Doors.
I think you're doing okay for yourself. There's a lot of Dylan too on the cover.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's an epic Hendrix right there.
Yeah, I mean they're always really great photographs.
Yeah.
Like, even if I don't really care for the artist or whoever it is that's on it, it's like they're always good.
Yeah. Are there any new bands that you've been listening to lately?
I was just talking about this. There's not a lot, and it's not because like I don't want to or I'm against any. We just went to South America for the first time on this album, so that was sort of for the longest time my, anywhere in South America would have been my number one, like, I'd want to go to, but we've done it now, so I can't think of anything else. There's never tours in places like Fiji.
Right.
I'd like to go to Fiji.
Well, maybe you could make one.
Places like that would be cool.
Yeah. Let's see. What kind of amp do you use at gigs?
Or
do you have like different ones that you use in the studio versus?
I have so many. It's a hard question to answer because I have so many. But I would stick with. I have a few Marshalls that I stick to. One's like an old '69 super bass that's modified, and then I've got a great 800 that's modified. But they're all kind of like old Marshalls that are modified.
That's awesome.
And now we're back.
We're back. We're leaping around. You actually missed the other side of the super
there's
80s.
More?
There's more here.
Oh.
So like if you walk all the way down where we were at the very end, if you go back to the side that we were at with the illustrations, you'll see even more 90s.
Oh, okay.
It's all the 90s. Someone asked if you had a favorite Green Day or Nirvana song, and if so, what is it?
That's pretty tough, I guess.
There you go.
Okay. Favorite Green Day? I don't really. I mean, I don't know.
Actually, let me get on the side of you.
I could pick an album of Green Day more than a song. I mean, I was always a huge fan of the Nimrod album. I always thought that had my favorite songs on it.
Yeah.
But on every album, there's always like something that stands out that's up there with their best.
Someone asked, how did you meet Frank Zumo?
I've known Frank Zumo for a while, and we had a mutual friend, which is kind of funny, but it was Tommy Lee. That's kind of how we met each other through.
That's so funny.
And yeah, just living in LA and knowing him through Tommy, he was always kind of with Tommy when I'd run into them, and we'd just sort of hang out. And that was about 2005 when I first met him, and just over the years stayed in contact, and it just sort of kind of came out pretty natural like that. He was just the first guy that we played with, and it just worked.
That's awesome. Let's see. What are they asking? Someone asked if you had a specific guitar that was your favorite.
I have a 59 Les Paul reissue that I've used on every record. It's probably my favorite, but I'd never been down the road. But again, it's like the amp thing. I have so many guitars. They're all pretty good. They all sound different, and I like them all.
So a lot of artists like to use certain guitars for studio, and then some even have like kind of throwaway guitars that they use for touring. Do you kind of have throwaway guitars?
I wouldn't call them throwaway guitars, but they definitely can take a beating, and I'm not really worried about them.
Right.
But they sound good and they play well. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely different for live than it is in studio, because live you can kind of play a lot of different things, and it's going to kind of sound the same. Coming through a PA really loud, and in a venue, bouncing off of walls and stuff like that. But when you're in the studio and there's the microscope of that, you can be, little subtleties matter. So it's just two different things.
Yeah, totally. Someone asked what your favorite part of writing music is.
When it's over. I don't usually enjoy the writing process because it's always sort of this uncertainty, and it just never seems to. I mean, sometimes it's quick, but a lot of times you're stuck on something.
Yeah.
And you're always wondering, is it ever going to get, sorted out? And then finally it's over and the song's done, and it all came together, and you're like, oh, thank God it's done. That's the best part of songwriting.
Right. Are there any songs that you were kind of shocked at how quickly or slowly they came together?
I mean, they're all different. Some of them are really quick, and some of them take forever. I have a song that I really like that I've been working on now since like 2007, and I still can't finish it, but I know I like it, but I can't finish it.
That's awesome.
And then some songs take like 10-15 minutes. So I don't know why. That's what it is.
Yeah, of course. Someone asked what your first concert ever was that you got to see.
My first concert ever was the Monkees.
Oh, nice.
In 1986, there was like a reunion thing they did, and so I went to it in Toronto. And Weird Al Yankovic was opening.
That's so fun and random. That's amazing. Did you watch the Monkees series when you were younger?
Yeah, definitely. I was a huge fan of the Monkees, so that's why my mom took me to the show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was definitely excited.
That's awesome.
I still have the ticket too.
Really?
Yeah, I saved it.
That's amazing. So a lot of people ask about, let's see, they're asking you to pick your favorites of your things, like your favorite Sum 41 song, your favorite lyrics, favorite songs performed live, like any of that kind of stuff. They're all kind of asking similar questions.
I don't have favorite lyrics at all. I mean, I don't really ever, that seems pretty self-absorbed to start picking out my things that I love about me. I don't know. I mean, I do enjoy playing a song called Walking Disaster live. I like a song of ours called Pieces, which is a slow song, and I like that because it was like the first slow song that I wrote to sort of open the door for other songs like that weren't just sort of your typical kind of fast and rock songs. And as far as lyrics go, I don't know. I've just still never found one that I think that is that good yet. I don't know. I think I'm still searching for my favorite.
So a lot of people are asking about dates outside of the U.S. Do you guys have any dates coming?
Yeah, we're going to Europe in June for some festivals. We're going to, I I know we have a show in Japan in August for Summer Sonic Festival, and then we're probably going to do some more in Asia around that date. But it's all kind of being booked and put together, and I don't know what it is yet, which is...
So they'll basically have to hang out on your Facebook page and get all the updates.
It's frustrating for me to not know where we're going, because I like to know where we're going and like to, you know, just have a schedule, but it's all being put together. I know we're going to be touring, I just don't know where yet.
Right. So yeah, check the social media. You guys will let everyone know.
Yes, definitely.
Someone asked if of your music videos, if you have a favorite one or a favorite memory, one that like stands out to you.
Yeah, a lot of them are fun. I would say I really liked the Still Waiting video. I don't really know why, it was a good day, and Will Sasso was in that video, and everything he did was really just all off the cuff. There was no writing or anything, and he did this great intro for our video, and it was so funny. It was so hard not to laugh the whole time. And it took a couple hours, and every take he did something a little different, and it was new, and he was just so good at it that, I don't know, it was just really fun and great to watch.
That's awesome. Will you incorporate more actors and comedians into your videos when you can then?
I would love to, because we don't like to act, and well, I don't like to act. I can't act. Dave's funny, but yeah, I mean, I would love to have other people act and be funny in the videos. I think that usually takes money though, and they don't have that anymore for videos. So.
Yeah. Let's see. Someone asked if you had a favorite cover since you've been looking through here.
I've probably seen one or two that have been pretty awesome, but now I've seen so many I can't remember.
We can walk back this way if you wanna.
I've never seen. I'm a huge Seinfeld fan.
Here, wait. Let me get
so
on this side of you. There you go.
And I'd never seen this one, so I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know, they're all great. Like I was saying, like every photo is really good, whether I like the artist or not.
Yeah. It's also like walking through here. It's a nice, like literally like a trip through history, like
Totally.
pop culture, you know.
Well, especially seeing a lot of these ones that I remember, either buying or seeing in, you know, on the racks and stuff like that. It's like brings back memories for me of like what I was doing at that time. In like part of our, you know, from the early 2000s, from the beginning of our career, like I remember all of these.
Someone asked if you had a favorite music time period, like the 90s or the 00s or 50s, 60s.
The 00s? Is that what we call that?
The 00s. The early aughts is what that's called,
Okay.
I think.
No, I don't have a favorite time period, because I like all music, so I really don't have a favorite time.
Totally fair. I know people always ask
I
me.
used to think growing up, because I was born in 1980, and once I was in the 90s and into the early 2000s, I always thought the 80s was just the worst decade, and that's probably because it was my childhood. And now looking back at it, I see like all the great things from that decade in music and stuff like that, where I just thought it was like a decade of like there's just nothing good in the 80s, until I got a little older and realized that every decade has some cool stuff, cool music and cool pop culture and stuff like that.
You start getting nostalgic for things too.
Yeah, totally. And then you get Stranger Things and you're like, this is the best show ever.
The crazy thing about Stranger Things is that
Not to care.
do you know where Hello Nasty came from?
Yeah, wasn't it like a publicist or something?
I think it was their label or their yeah, they call it was Japanese.
Maybe it answered the phone like that.
Uh-huh. But like probably in the super cute way. Hello Nasty.
Yeah.
So funny. Let's see. So crazy that like
newest one?
No, it's
No,
not
that's the
the.
newest
It's
one?
not the newest.
Oh.
It's it takes them a few months to get those
Okay.
like reproduced. So it's like it's a few weeks behind, I think, or a few months behind. But in theory, yes, like
I get it.
they
Yeah,
start.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
So is it gonna keep going down here? What happens next?
We're done. That's it. So you went back. You went
No, I
back.
know, but when's like where's the wall?
Yeah,
Is it gonna continue here?
I guess it's gonna continue down here.
Huh.
So a lot of people just in general are just like, you're my hero, we love 41. So there's a lot of that going on.
Cool.
Yeah. So you've made your tour through musical history here, and you've circled back to the 60s.
Yeah, no, it's very cool.
You had some Wi-Fi outages in the hallway. So, all right. Well, is there anything you want to say before we sign off? Just, live. Everyone's just walking around in the office.
I don't know. I thought this was really cool. I'm just really thankful I got to do this.
Yeah, of course. We're glad to have you. Well, thanks so much. And everyone who's looking for the tour dates, just check out, some 41's Facebook and Twitter. They'll have them up there,
All
the
that stuff will be
website,
there.
all the good stuff. And don't forget to check out the new music video. All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.